Hi, I'm Chris Rowe. I'm the founder and chief investment officer of Avalon. And I just wanted to take a couple moments to explain how we differ from every other registered investment advisory firm out there. In fact, we weren't initially going to be a registered investment advisory firm. We launched Avalon as a registered investment advisor in lieu of launching a hedge fund. But if we launched a hedge fund, it would have limited us on what we could provide to investors. If we launched a hedge fund, we would have just had one strategy with one volatility level, and then all the other investors out there would have to determine if they wanted to meet our comfort level. In other words, if they wanted to invest exactly in our strategy with our volatility levels. But instead of launching a hedge fund, we decided to launch an RIA, Registered Investment Advisory Firm, because we have one core investment approach. And there's different variations of that core investment approach with different volatility levels. So we can use the same investment approach, but adjust for different volatility levels so that people of all walks of life can participate comfortably. We don't want investors investing in a way that they're uncomfortable with just because we happen to have a good track record. So our goal using an investment methodology called relative strength investing is to try and outperform the market benchmarks that are out there. So a benchmark for the stock market that's common is the S&P 500, or the benchmark for the fixed income market is the Barclays AGG index. There are commodities benchmarks and so forth. Our goal is to outperform the benchmarks, and relative strength investing is an investment approach that does outperform benchmarks over time. And we didn't invent relative strength investing. It's been around for longer than I've been alive, but we just got very, very good at it, and we learned how to adjust the volatility levels and apply this investment approach so that everybody can enjoy it. You may have already heard about relative strength investing, as a lot of investment advisors out there try to incorporate relative strength investing into what they do. So they might apply it a little bit here and there, they might sprinkle it around their service. But we are a pure play relative strength investing company. Like I said, we got very good at it. It's like martial arts. There's lots of ways to invest. Relative strength happens to be one of them. We happen to think that we're the best at relative strength investing, but that might just be my opinion. It's important to know that when you invest with Avalon, that there's going to be plenty of times where you're underperforming the market averages, when you're underperforming the benchmarks. In fact, it's impossible to outperform a benchmark without going through periods of underperformance. So in exchange for our seeking to outperform the benchmarks, in exchange for that, the cost of that, if you want to call it a cost, is there's going to be times where you have to underperform. There's going to be times when, for example, the stock market's going higher, but your stock portfolio might not be going higher, enjoying that upside with the rest of your friends. But over the long haul, we think that you're going to outperform your friends. We think that you're going to outperform the benchmarks as long as you stick to the relative strength investing system. It might be uncomfortable sometimes to underperform the benchmarks when your friends and family are doing just about in line with what the benchmarks are doing, but it pays to be the minority when it comes to the investing world. Also, at Avalon, we manage your money in-house. Most investment advisors are not also money managers, but we are. We're money managers at heart. We were going to launch a hedge fund. We manage all of your assets. Most investment advisors farm your assets out to companies like ours. We have plenty of investment advisors out there that do send their client money to us to manage, which is absolutely fine. Most registered investment advisory firms' business models is to collect assets and then put that money with other money managers. What they do though, which this kind of gets under my skin a little bit, is investment advisors might put your money with multiple money managers, and then if the money manager is not performing well, they can always say, well, that money manager is not doing well, and they'll switch that money manager out with another money manager. In other words, there's a lack of accountability, I think. If you're underperforming, the investment advisor doesn't have to take responsibility for that underperformance, and they blame the money manager. Here, again, we manage the money in-house. Another benefit that comes with managing your money in-house is we're not paying additional fees to some other money manager. We're doing it in-house. So rather than paying fees to some other investment advisor, you don't have to pay any commissions, you don't have to pay any fees, and we're also what you call a fee-only investment advisor, meaning the fee that you see is the only fee that you're charged. There's no hidden fees. We don't get paid under the table. We don't get paid to invest in anybody's specific products. We look at everything that's out there, and we put you in what we believe is the best thing out there. Registered investment advisors in general are the most aligned with the customer. There's lots of different types of money management. There's stockbrokers, financial advisors, hedge fund managers, investment advisors. And investment advisors in general are most aligned fiduciarily with the client. So that's something else that's also important to know. So you can sign up for a free consultation, see if Avalon is for you, and we'll see if you are a good fit for Avalon. Also, it's important to note that we do have a minimum of a $500,000 value for your investment portfolio. So if you're going to transfer your portfolio over to us, we need it to be $500,000 or more, but there is a workaround for that. We won't be your investment advisor representative. In other words, we won't be the person talking to you every quarter to get updates on your risk parameters and see if anything has changed, but we still can manage your money. Like I said, a lot of investment advisors out there do send their money to us to manage. So if you have an investment advisor that's out there and you do want us to manage your money, but you're okay with us not being your advisor who is making sure that you're taking on the risk that you're looking for, that responsibility can stay with the person that you're working with, and we can still manage your money. So all you have to do is send us an email from yourself and also include your money manager, your investment advisor, and we can create what's called a sub-advisor agreement. And we can still manage your money even though you're working with another advisor and having those quarterly discussions with the other advisor. So that's all from me. Thank you very much. I appreciate your time. More importantly, we appreciate your trust here at Avalon Invest. Take care.